Can you speak for me?
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear?
I can't hear music if that's what
Oh,
that
God damn
is.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
which is fine.
back to the drawing board.
One day, technology will be nice to us. In the meantime, I am just happy because damn.
Yeah.
Kojiro let us have a nice song.
Actually, give me just
Anyway.
a second to see where this is outputting to. Okay, so that's outputting to that. And what's my thing set to? Should be the same thing, so I don't know why you can't hear it. But... oh wait, maybe I do. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
I may have an idea. I may be completely fucking wrong on this too. Let's see. Well, nope. I was completely wrong on that one.
Oh, is it?
Why is it not doing that? Oh, wait. There's an echo effect to Mana.
Oh, there is. Ah!
Let's see. If I mute that, I assume that the echo goes away. My apologies. Unfortunately, I can't sometimes screw with the stream until after everything finishes and we're on call. So we are going to screw with it just a little bit more. Thank you for being patient as I screw with things. Okay, so if I do that, it's going to restart the capture card, so heads up. Please restart that. Okay. And Mana, you want to talk for me?
I am talking. Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a second. I assume you still can't hear.
The music I cannot.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop dicking around with things then and go back to my original settings. So please hold for just a second.
We've been doing this for a while now, and it should be fun.
Yeah. Come on. Reset. Apologies. Capture card takes a second to reset. All right, there it goes. All right.
Technology hard.
Yeah, especially technology I don't understand. But okay, this means that once again we are playing without audio. So heads up, there is going to be an echo. I cannot do anything about it. Do you want to talk for me just to make sure that I do have you enabled?
Hello?
All right,
Hello?
good. All right, and if at any point you can't hear one of us, please, or you can't hear the game audio, please let us know. But let's start on a recap. So we went to the garden and found a stabbed woman wearing the same black mask as our mystery assailant. It blew up before we could look closer, but we still noticed pink hair, fake nails, and a hand tattoo. While investigating, Monokuma revealed that he's still operational and the camera room was broadcasting our show worldwide. Byakuya keeps changing his mind about who the mastermind is, but Kyoko's will helped us figure out that the corpse is Mukuro, the Fenrir soldier, the 16th participant of the game. Monokuma also revealed that Kyoko's gloves are hiding scars, and Kyoko came back just in time for the trial, so she's not dead! Yay! All right, and good. I'm glad that I fixed Mana's audio. All right, other clues include a fragment of the Monokuma bomb that was supposedly defused, the knife stolen from us, the dryness of the corpse's legs, the sprinklers being timed for 7:30, the autopsy report mentioning many wounds, a missing chicken, and a tarp. Kyoko also directed us to a locker containing several titanium arrows arranged just like the spears of Gungnir that stabbed Junko way back. Plus,
Yeah.
You okay? Uh-oh. Plus some bloodstained duct tape. Are you back? Hello?
Did everything explode?
No. No, I thought you said something. Hello?
Okay. I can still hear people.
Okay, good.
I switched it from my box to this. But do I sound crazy?
No, you sound fine. All right, so...
Oh no.
Hello?
I can't hear.
Oh no. Well,
It's strange.
now you can't hear me. We're just having lots of fun today, guys.
Okay. Okay.
We're very good at this whole
trying
tech
to switch
thing.
like different channels. Can you say
I can hear you. Hi. Hello. I'm saying stuff. I'm assuming you cannot hear me because you're not replying back. Ah, the fun of technology.
Oh no, it just
nope.
seems to be bad luck.
And you're back to underwater. I don't know what you did, but I would not do that.
No, I just I went back in. Okay, wait. Let me try something really quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to move my headphones.
There you
to
go.
Actually, the Mac PC.
You're back to normal.
Okay. For some reason, I cannot hear anything. So
Well. We're doing real great. Super fantastic tonight.
Oh wow.
Oh, nope, you're back.
Cannot hear.
And you're back to sounding like you're underwater too.
If I switch. But yeah, am I still underwater?
You are still underwater, yes.
My god. That's so weird. Like, I think everything was fine. And then it glitched for a second.
Yeah, that was a glitch. I feel like this is the universe telling us to stop and not do this tonight.
Is this the universe trying to tell us something?
Apparently, but I can hear you now and you don't sound like you're underwater all of a sudden, so... I don't know if you can hear me now, but, you know.
I can still... Okay,
oh, nope, you're back to underwater.
Now I can hear you.
The universe just hates us tonight.
Good. It does. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
We'll have to deal with underwater mermaid day. I'm so sorry.
I suddenly do not feel so bad about my own audio issues. Well, while we're figuring that out, I will go ahead and see if I have any new skills. Ooh, I have more points, though. Let's see. Algorithm. So I have both of those equipped. Okay. But I don't have vocabulary, so yay! So how's everyone doing today? Did you expect the first 15 minutes of stream to be us struggling with audio issues? Let's see. Mana, come back. I am not surprised either. Thank you for also expecting nothing of us. Streaming software is just picky as hell, man. I could do an entire, like, just rant stream on the issues I've had trying to get things to go across Discord.
And interesting.
Oh, hello. Are you back? Hi.
And I can hear you just fine, and hopefully I'm not underwater.
You are not underwater. Now don't touch
gosh.
anything. Like, literally anything. Just leave it.
I am touching absolutely nothing.
Alright. So, let's are we ready to actually start the class trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for the terrible luck today, guys. Like, literally, technology has been, like, terrible.
Yep. I don't know.
All rise for the national anthem.
Yeah, really.
Let's begin with the basic explanation and stuff.
I know this is voice, but again, I can't hear it, so.
I'm gonna assume his voice and I'm gonna let him play it. Like, he does it better than I do anyway.
I mean,
who done it, and who the picking, and all this stuff.
Like, all of these, most of the trial is voiced. Neither of us can hear it, so I don't know. I apologize if I'm cutting him off at any point. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying in my head.
Yeah, same. We know the gist. Like, we know his deal. We know this is a class trial. Yup. Well, yeah, let's discuss stuff. Oh, yeah. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim I can talk today is. It's Kyoko! There's no other explanation, even though she's standing right there.
Why did I know we were going to have to disprove the ghost theory before we could do anything in this trial?
Just a little bit.
Oh my god. But Kyoko's standing right there! I don't think that was actually my Toko voice.
But she has legs and stuff.
What? Yeah, that's an argument. Well, that's just because... she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology. Yeah. There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate. Same, bestie.
Okay. So, I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the trait of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is that her face, her piercing glare, or her gloves.
It's definitely A or B. I can't think it could be C for any reason. Yep.
Clearly, it's her piercing glare. Say that 5 times fast. Because she's we got to see the dead body glare at us so many times.
There's a spirit medium channeling Kyoko. There you go.
There we go. I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves. Besides being a neat freak.
Would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They're probably just burned up in the explosion! I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're going to be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to do something. Spinny.
Take off your gloves.
Yeah.
Kyoko.
Nope. Gotta make an argument. Okay.
Okay.
So we have the tattoo on the right hand, the exploded body analysis, and the fake nails.
Pew pew. Let's pew pew stuff.
I know. They gotta give me something to pew pew.
Right. Get to spill the tea about Kyoko for petty gossip. If she decides to kill us, that's her motive. I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't think she's the petty type at the same time.
So you know how I got really into pew-pewing things? I was not actually reading what my options were. I know that the body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it. So instead of apparently I need to pay attention. Okay, so it is correct. The body was not wearing gloves. She must have been wearing... I have no idea what I'm supposed to hit here.
Right.
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
Oh.
Okay, so, okay. Give me a second to figure out. Okay, so exploded body analysis. Okay, that's about that. Body's wearing notably long fake nails.
Oh, maybe it is the fake nails because
Yeah, I think so.
Fake nails underneath gloves. They're too damn big.
Yeah.
So it can't be Kyoko because Kyoko would never wear fake nails on to under her gloves. They just wouldn't fit right.
God damn it. Yeah, and that's gonna not hit. Yeah, I mean, if you know that you are going to be wearing gloves, then you wouldn't put fake nails on. Where would you even get fake nails in this school anyways?
Right, who's doing the mani-pedi? I know. The fact that we're arguing against a guy claiming she's a ghost should mean that we can break any statement with any bullet, but no.
Right? You'd think so. Like, I should be able to sit there and go, she's right fucking there. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Yeah, I don't actually think so.
Don't say that to him.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Thank you, fam.
Thank you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly. Does that mean she always has to have her nails trimmed to the same length too?
Probably.
Like, that would suck, because I don't know about you, like, I let my nails get pretty long before I cut them. Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Should have been obvious since she's standing right there.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Okay, so then who's the real victim? First we need to figure that out. First thing I said, you're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Okay, before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there.
Pew pew.
Okay, well, I'm gonna guess we're gonna talk about the tattoo on her right hand now. Okay. And this time I will try to focus on what they're actually saying rather than just shooting things out of thin air.
Out of nowhere.
Okay, face was scorched. Yep, that's correct. Well, if we can't identify the body, okay, I'm gonna guess that's what I have to shoot. Yep. The one thing that can tell us was on the victim's own body. Yeah, I actually paid attention this time for once. Oh, no, not that one.
Kyoko, I actually wear these gloves to hide the Kyoko and Makoto Forever heart tattoos that are on my hands for reasons I can't remember.
There we go. There was one
God.
clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What, for real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
A cruel and unusual death? This I gotta see.
Just wait for the execution, my dude.
Yeah.
Just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah, that design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it to be like, you're my bitch. I cannot believe I said that out loud. That is that is the most ridiculous thing I've had to say out loud for Toko, and I am questioning all of my life choices at this moment.
I can't right now. Seriously, they really did something that humiliating? No, that's not it. Toko says shit sometimes. Don't pay her any mind. Anyway, the identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Whoa, really?
If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Let's see. Is it Mukuro Ikusaba's profile? Aha! There we go. The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so to show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir's on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is...
A wolf.
Yeah.
Not wolf. A wolf. I don't know.
Aha! It is only 4 letters.
Whoa.
Okay. There we go.
Oops. Oh no.
Me trying to figure out how to spell today. We're doing great. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf. Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge world-ending wolf beast. That is also not my Toko voice. I don't know what that was. He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
Wow, he had some taste in women. Oh man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo? That means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't that the one that was behind this whole thing?
Oh, you sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead and now we have to have a class trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right? Did that mean Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed?
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us, just another person. Who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster, after all. No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We only know your information about Mukuto. Oh.
My information was not wrong.
Okay, we're in the middle of a trial right now, figuring out who killed Mukuto first and foremost. Forget. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible. Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait, but remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it. I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brains and your big old behinds. What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body.
Then one of us killed Mokudo?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's hiding all along. Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events. What, seriously? The one of us killed Mukudo?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time around?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible subjects. Ugh.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based
Wink,
on what we
wink,
know,
nudge, nudge.
there can only be two suspects. Is it Mukuro and the headmaster? Is it myself and Kyoko? Or is it Toko and Genocide Jack?
Definitely Toko and Genocide Jack. Hands down.
It's always Toko and Genocide Jack. It's us. We don't have an alibi for once. You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right? Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Ahem. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right, the four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out. I ain't doing it. Me and Bianca can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden well, okay, it was after nighttime for sure, so I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m. I'm smart.
Then I guess we can say that the time frame for the murder must be between then and when we found the body. Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one that saw the body first was Toko, right? She went to go get the pickaxe.
So, what time was the body discovered? Was it 9 o'clock? Was it 10 o'clock? Or was it 11 o'clock? And I don't remember. And I, of course, can't get to my evidence now. I want to say it was 10 o'clock.
It was 9 or 10. Well, I know I remember them asking Toko what time it was.
I know, but 9 o'clock?
Yeah, when we asked Toko what time it is, and she said 9. I don't
Cool.
think it took her a full hour.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m. since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe. I could remember we asked her, but I couldn't remember what she said back.
Now then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the
time.
gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
Okay, so we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. So I don't have an alibi for after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah, it was around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder
Right.
happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. And we know that because the sprinklers hadn't gone off by the time... The sprinklers had already gone off by the time that the body was found. Yeah, because it's only wet where we hit it. I vaguely remember this. Oops. Screw you.
So
I hate
perhaps
you,
the body
Kyoko.
was in the garden before 7:30 sprinklers and was kept dry by the tarp we found.
It's a possibility.
True. Kyoko's alibi, she was hiding under the bed, and our alibis, we were asleep.
Yeah, really.
And the killer was the missing chicken.
Okay.
Okay.
So, sprinklers are programmed. Let's see. The body had been in the garden before 7:30. It would have gotten wet. Okay, so I want the sprinklers. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden. Okay, where's my sprinklers? There we go. Uh-huh. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
What makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked. Hold on, I remember this part perfectly. That was also not my Toko voice. The body was dripping wet. Ooh, let me try that line again. The body was wet, dripping wet, in fact. I love how I have a Makoto voice, I have a Kyoko voice, I have a Genocide Jill voice. And Toko is just somewhere in between at the moment, and I don't know where it's going. You guys come here
Closer
for
to
my
your
clearly...
regular speaking voice.
There we go. Everyone comes here for my clearly professional level voice acting. Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong. I'm wrong? How? Are you saying the only mouth down south was wet? Oh, only the mouth? Oh my god. How dare you spew such indecent words? No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers. What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
What? Man, you're a total wacko!
We went through 5 or 6 emotions just in those 2 lines, and I don't know where we're going here. If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Alright. Oh, fuck me, I still can't hear. Okay.
Oh no, rhythm game.
Yeah. Using all my Shining Live,
Expertise.
yeah.
Since I never actually heard any of these parts, is it just like the theme song playing?
No, it's like this random music.
Oh.
Oop. I'm out of bullets. Okay, what's my... Okay, final strike. How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler? Because we have the body analysis.
Yeah. Can't
Da,
tell
da, da,
if her braids actually grow in size or not.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet? So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because...
Byakuya told me to
Yeah.
throw stuff.
Because Byakuya stood there and did nothing while the body was on fire. While the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half. Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it. So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Oh, I don't want to pit myself against Kyoko, though, because she's going to hit back with some sort of evidence that we have all missed.
Yeah, so there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you. Okay. In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's... I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. Huh?
So you're saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Trap?
It's a trap. Oh, we're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work? Shut up, you. Oh, you got it, boss. Shutting up now. Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
You thought Mukudo was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Byakuya, only you would kill who you thought was the mastermind.
Right. So, she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made it one catastrophic mistake. Mukudo wasn't the mastermind after all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient. Huh? The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. What are you? Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet. A certain something at the scene was used to cover the body? Could it have been the tarp? You're talking about the tarp, aren't you? You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go through all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so that they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Wow.
Again, I did not want to pit ourselves against Kyoko because she will bury us.
Yeah.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body... Wait, something's not right. And what might that be? I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, really.
Apparently.
Alright. We have the body before the explosion, the exploded body analysis, and the fragments near the dead body.
Wow, Toko. So you're trying to say you get girls wet? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Please stop.
Okay, the fragments were the Monokuma bomb. Body before the explosion.
God is very proud that they're
Must've
deducing
been
the
here.
clues before they are officially revealed. And I mean, props. Props, because I'm just here sitting here enjoying the show.
Yeah, really. The sprinkler got that side wet. I mean, yeah, it's true that that side was... It should have some blood on it. Sorry, man. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself, not to touch it or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it so nobody would... Oh shit, never mind.
Sorry, I hit the button.
Yeah! If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything. Oh yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw in the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? Huh? The blood was
shit.
camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim? You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood there from... The killer got the blood from right there in the garden. They got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean... Not the chicken!
No, the poor chicken.
The poor chicken! Could it have been chicken blood?
What chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4. Which clearly means that one of the chickens was the mastermind.
Yes. So you're saying someone killed a chicken and then they covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's still one thing that it doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water, and they covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I wonder if what we're thinking is pink hair is supposed to be like the red ties on the back of the mask.
Oh, you're right, because I was like, is that pink hair?
Yeah, I don't, because it looks pretty red. I've been like thinking about it ever since you said pink hair, but like that is definitely not the color of like the blood. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be red.
Okay. Sense.
So hold that thought.
Okay.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand. They covered it beforehand? When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would? I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves. Then that settles it.
So, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull that off, wouldn't they have to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time. Maybe, but still. Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
No, I headed off to the gym and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say? That's not... Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Alright, we got the disguised dead body.
Well, then it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again our suspects are him and Kyoko. You're serious, man. Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we just let luck decide? Let's flip a coin, 50-50 odds.
That's how I want to figure out whether I live or die. Coin flip.
Sure.
Oh!
The pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we all found all black and burned?
Well, found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? Oh no. According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang onto it, Makoto? Huh? Me? It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
I mean, it's not
That's
hidden.
sus.
I just didn't mention it.
Plus,
It's not that I hid it. It's just I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
suspicious. Very sus indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Please believe me.
Makoto, the fact wasn't hidden. You people just aren't observant.
Yeah. Okay, we're
So
gonna.
the truth is that Makoto and I killed her together at the exact same time while we were on a date. Makoto, Kyoko,
Exactly.
please shut up. Well, that would suck.
I didn't do it. Please stop me.
Unless we're like a really heavy sleepwalker, I don't see how it could be us. And if we are a sleepwalker
Oops.
that just
That's not what-
stabs in our sleep, then damn.
Mm. Stab, stab.
Stabbity stab, stab.
So once again, I was not actually paying attention. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body. Let's see. So what do I have? It's the same one we gave to Makoto. So we have the disguised dead body. I should probably look at that evidence. Let's see. The murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. The suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Let's see. And the exploded body analysis. Okay, let's see. I didn't do it. I feel like I'm doing the cell block tango here.
He had it coming.
Oh, wait, I know.
Had it coming.
That-
all along.
I panicked. Oh. I've never seen Chicago, but like that song is a bop.
I do recommend it to just once. It's a pretty good show.
I have problems understanding what they're saying during musicals. So
Oh, oh no. Subs? No. Well, but yeah.
I mean, I
thought
do
that
watch most things with subs on.
They do sing pretty fast, to be fair. They
There we
sing
go.
Pretty damn fast.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine, so what?
So when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
But maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. In the Monokuma file. The Monokuma files clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
I'm more surprised he read it.
Right.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing, and I love just seeing Toko just flying through the air. The explosion...
survived.
I know. She's a serial killer, it's fine. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, destroyed any evidence proving otherwise.
Okay, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but, what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that little gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, then just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Why can these trials not just be limited to Byakuya, Byakuya, Kyoko, and I?
Yeah.
I might be dumb, but I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto, tell her. I'm losing brain cells, or else we won't make any headway on it.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like that somewhere before.
That's only natural, because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! The explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb?
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife around wound to look like the fatal injury, so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It definitely is bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. We won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. right.
Poison again.
Yeah.
Goose goes poison. Poison. Goose goes.
I just have a Monokuma file. Let's see what the Monokuma file actually says. Because I was not actually reading it. Okay. The victim, blah, blah, blah. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Okay.
And the body was covered in something other.
Yeah. That were several days old at that point, though. And it wasn't because of the knife. That's correct. Okay, there's only one other thing. Can't wait to find out what that is.
Actually, limit these trials to us and Kyoko. Byakuya has proven he's not as smart as he is. Always makes things worse.
Yeah. Oh shit, what do I have to do? The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves... I mean, I guess I'll do the... I feel like this is not necessarily a contradiction, but...
Makoto, my first girlfriend threw me under the bus for murder. I don't want to throw my current girlfriend under the bus like that.
Yeah, really. Apparently that was not it. Okay. Yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
He always has a hard time.
Victim's fatal injury. Oh, I see what I had to do there. I always forget I can pick up a phrase. Come back. I wish I could rewind.
That's the only bad part.
I know.
No rewind button.
Okay, so here we go. Da-da-da-da-da.
Pew pew.
I know, let's watch me miss it because I'm too busy hitting things with the bullets again.
Right. Pew pew pew.
Nope, apparently that wasn't it either.
What?
Oh, I think I have to do it the other way around.
Oh. Okay.
I think that makes more sense.
Gotcha.
I'm learning.
It's a learning.
Exactly. This still doesn't necessarily feel like a contradiction, but... Do-do-do-do-do. Just gonna fast forward through Byakuya saying his bullshit again.
As he do.
There we go.
Hey.
Right idea, wrong execution. It happens. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? Didn't they have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter. Okay then, we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of the head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
Clearly a chicken. The
chicken.
Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object about as thick as a metal pipe.
I mean, chickens are kind of thick. Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
Because clearly someone is going to mistake a metal pipe for a chicken. How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way. The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
And it would be a gift to humanity. I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Oh no. Oh, I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously? What is
Okay,
this, a Drake and Josh sketch?
Hiro's got some weird fantasies, we'll just put it that way.
He does. We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what is it? What was it? Go ahead, tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deducted the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon.
Chicken.
Is it the titanium arrows? Because yeah, I mean, what I'm assuming happened is that they taped all the arrows together using the duct tape to make one giant thing. I could be completely wrong though, but I'm not wrong on the arrows. Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with? Indeed, there's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Alright. Gonna assume we've got to talk about the duct tape. I could be completely wrong, though. Let's see. Give me something to shoot.
Sense. That makes sense to me. I mean, why else would the duct tape be bloody? Makes
And there's
no
no blood
sense.
anywhere else, so...
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da!
Oh shit.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did. It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Were you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. Thank you for telling them what I already think that, but I totally knew that, but I'm sure. Anyway, as for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Well, she couldn't get into her room. I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course, don't we, Makoto?
Can't you just, like, make your own points, my dude?
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that it can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to that dojo locker. Yeah, the key was found in her room, but again, she couldn't get into her room. Because someone else had the key to her room. The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here, the key to the dojo locker. And how does that prove anything? Because I found it in your room. It was in my room.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you're the true culprit. You can't explain this away. Just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You're really dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No.
Or are you in love? Ugh.
It's not that I want to defend her because then I'm going to be considered the murderer. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know. I was just protecting you. What? She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
Aww. No. That's enough. Idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you, don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean?
Oh, shit.
The fact that she couldn't get into her own damn room.
Galaxy Brain Kyoko discovered the body at some point and bludgeoned it with arrows before the real culprit did their cover-up, then hid the arrows in the locker to create a clue that leads to someone who we didn't suspect. What? That would be cray-cray. With how secretive Kyoko is, it is sometimes hard to trust her. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
It's like, I love you, girl, but damn. Like, you don't really give us a lot to work with in the trust department.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean... I mean, technically, I don't know that she should have been able to get into our room, but also we were sick, so, like... We might have just not locked the door. Which is why we had a murderer try to get in.
Kyoko is actually still salty at us for not outing Sakura to her immediately. That's what this is all about. Wait a minute. Byakuya went into the garden. He could be the killer.
He could be. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you mean. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Mic drop, bitch. Then you're finally starting to understand. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper hidden meaning in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro? And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Do we want to pursue the lie? Do we want to let it go? Or do we just want to fucking run away?
I would run the fuck away.
Like 100%, this is not something I want to
Yes.
deal with right now, but also I can't get anywhere.
Let it go. Let it go. No, we're not. I think if that last dialogue is trying to insinuate anything, Chad is like, let's save and run. Yeah, you know what? It seems legit. I mean, I think that was a subtle hint to pursue the lie.
You want to pursue it?
I feel like that's what the last flashback was insinuating.
I mean, I don't know if that's what it was or not, because, like, Kyoko's saying that she has some information. And, like, the problem is that if we don't expose her lie, we have no other defenses. So we're the one that's going to be considered guilty. But we'll be saving Kyoko with the action. And she has the answers to be able to figure things out. So we have to do something scary and be convicted either way. So I think you can make an argument for both. Don't think it's running away based on that.
Yeah. If we don't expose the lie, everyone dies.
So do we want to pursue the lie?
They said save for real though.
I don't know if I can during class trials. I cannot during class trials.
Shit! Okay, well... I guess we're gonna pursue the lie, I guess.
Alright.
I guess.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko? You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie then? Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden.
Oh shit.
Alright. All we have is Kyoko's account, which is that there's no video cameras on the second floor. Let's see, I do actually want to see. Oh, that's right, she has the secret key. So now she can get into any room. I forgot about that. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko? Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room. Then I guess that's it.
We're giving up just like that? You admit to killing?
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost. What are you talking about? Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So, I lost. That's all this means. Huh?
What?
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay,
Huh?
I'm
sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is over.
But that's ridiculous. Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blanket is, don't we? Shit.
Well, that didn't end the way that we thought that it was going to.
God damn it. Oh no, I think we're getting a bad end. Good job, you got it right. Oh, brilliantly right.
We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko...
I prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then. Let's give it everything we got. Punishment time. Oh, god damn it. So, we fucked up. No. This is the worst. We're killing the girlfriend.
Yeah, we've now been responsible for both of our girlfriends' deaths.
I guess abandoning is worth seeing anyway.
Yeah, you know, like, we might as well keep in this. I'm sorry, Kyoko.
We're so sorry.
You're about to
girl.
have a real bad time.
This is our fault. We
Like,
saved
real
our
bad
own
time.
skin.
We did. It was not a good choice. I don't want to be under that.
Oh no, same.
After school lesson.
No. Poor Kyoko. She doesn't deserve this.
She does not. And you can tell she's actually nervous. She's not been nervous about anything. I mean, I guess she is about to die, so I guess, like, if you were ever going to be nervous, like, now would be the time.
She's turning purple. Oh,
I know.
No. Poor girl.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm going to assume there's a horrific sound effect there.
Yeah.
Well, and that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikisaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others.
What
happened to Toko?
hell?
But also, I'd like to point out this means that Hiro's prediction that he and Makoto would share the same baby mother is correct.
Why does Byakuya have a shirt of... Oh god. Oh no. Oh hell nah.
I just want to know what happened to Toko, and also, like, where did we find children's clothes?
Did we make them?
Maybe.
My God.
Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope? No, this isn't right. Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? We get a redo. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger.
I did not like that last image.
But
not like it.
If that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Hey, we did find out that Hiro is actually somewhat clairvoyant because he was correct. Am I wrong?
The same wife.
She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. What do we want to do this time, fam?
Okay, let it go.
We're gonna play fucking Elsa. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? I do not want to wear a freaking Kyoko shirt in the future. Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had her room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone or put the key in Kyoko's room. Well, someone had to put the key in there. There's only one other possibility. Someone could have had the key on them. Then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's got to be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead and then we're thrown into a trial? And Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind has set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Huh?
Time's up. Class tries over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's up? What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then it's time for the voting time, okay? Everyone put your votes in the lever in front of you.
Voting time? Well, this is about to be real bad for us.
Oh shit.
Woo, we got an A though.
Yay! A for effort. To quote the author, she just dies for some reason. She just explodes for some reason.
There we go.
Now, who will be chosen as the Blacken? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This is not gonna go in our favor.
God fucking damn it. And it's us.
We look so
We're
angry.
guilty. We do look angry.
We angy, no talk.
We angry.
What? You think I'm the killer?
Sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. Except for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko! I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we have. Punishment time. God damn it.
Well,
We can never win.
look, we killed both of our we got both of our girlfriends killed, so I guess now it's our turn.
Yep. Retribution, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Makoto. Oh, we get the same
We get the
kind.
same punishment.
Oh. Wow, that's the worst. So, does somebody else become the main character now? Is that it?
You have been voted off the island.
Right, so now we have to choose another the main character, and that's why there's another game with another main character?
This is not the end of the game, I will tell you now. I will spoil it at least that much for you. I will not spoil anything else.
But this Toko is officially the only girl who is still alive and has not tried to get us killed at one point, which is ironic.
Yeah.
She's the serial killer.
You know, like, as much as weird as Toko and Genocide Jill are, like, they're legit. I don't think they deserve half of the shit they get.
Hmm.
And I'm sure they'd be a lot less weird if Byakuya wasn't around. Alter Ego!
Oh my god!
Bestie!
It's the bestie!
Bye. Sorry to drop in.
You know, we're just hanging out.
Is this what they call
Dropping
dropping
in.
out of school?
Yeah, he's a high school dropout. F. Huh? What's going on?
What was that?
Oh, yeah, it had to be. Alter ego? Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from the stupid guy?
He must have planted it when we invaded my network.
Damn it to hell, I don't believe this!
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What was that?
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
What are you talking about like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-thrown pit in a way that's even a better special punishment. Boo 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 boo. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what is the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
Huh?
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What are you talking about?
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers all over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. And 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there.
Oh my god, so okay, no offense, but why didn't Alter Ego save Kyoko?
I know, I don't know,
that's hypocrisy right there.
What the hell, man? Kyoko called you her friend too,
You're telling me that the glitch thingy from Alter Ego came for us, but not for Kyoko? Are you serious?
Apparently.
Wow.
It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was have a good long cry. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly.
A crunch?
What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Hello?
Hello?
Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me. A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Oh shit.
This place smells awful.
Oh, it's cup noodle.
Kyoko, you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Oh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up then? Of course not! After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
I thought everyone was gonna be in the trash bag, sorry, not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be literally everyone, but it's just her.
It's just her. The rest don't care about you, it's fine.
Yeah,
But
figured.
Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone? During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew. But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me! If I called you out on it, then all of a sudden I was having children with Hina, and that was the bad timeline. This is apparently the good one.
We literally became a polyamorous family. Like, everyone had a child with her, and somehow that also means that Toko is dead. Baby. I don't know what that was, but...
I mean, I'm assuming it looked like a funeral thing, so like...
Yeah. That's still weird. That's still weird. But why? Why? Anyway.
To traumatize you, obviously.
Thank you. I'm traumatized officially.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive? I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So, you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak? That's right. At least, I did, once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible!
Amnesia?
Then, is it really true? You lost your memory? Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here. I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within me, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because... I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you? And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you just ask the rest of us to help you? If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What? Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. One of us. No way out. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see.
Wow.
Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen? Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. I'm just hearing voices. It is nothing, right? Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality.
Yeah.
You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything? I think there's a lot I still don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for? I'm the ultimate detective.
Hey.
And the fact that the rest of us couldn't guess that just shows why we are not the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective? And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find?
I picked you because you were cute. I mean, because you looked weak and harmless.
You had to find someone? Who? Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What? I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster, no matter the cost.
Kyoko, what's going on?
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said that the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I stuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right? That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map? It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check, and that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there. But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean? I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors. So, what was it like, the second part of the school, I mean? Blah, blah, blah. More horrific. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikisaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikisaba was to get me killed. Get you killed? I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations? Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. There is one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikisaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim? You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What?
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this, which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was. They ended up dead. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all of this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it.
I hear dead people.
Exactly. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean? It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh? Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think ultimate despair is just one person. It's not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this.
They made a reality TV show.
Yeah, that is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. And we have finished Chapter 5.
Game.
Da, da, da,
Kind
da.
of a junk food junkie. Okay, well that's
But we still have 6 surviving students.
Hey. That'd be funny if we got blackened.
Yeah. All right, we got the Dream Island rocket.
Whatever that is.
Well, we saw it in the, there was a rocket in the garbage where we ended up. Okay, and we will end here for tonight. So next stream is Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Hopefully we won't spend the first 15 minutes doing audio issues, but we'll see. And if you think about it, that was the universe telling us that we were about to lose that class trial.
Yep. It was already predicted we were going to be in despair.
Exactly. You got any announcements?
We're good.
No? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we will see you guys on Tuesday. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get your vaccinations, all that shit. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good night.